What if I told you the biggest Filipino boy group is about to take over the world again? SB19 is hitting the global stage with their brand new world tour, and this time, it's bigger, louder, and more emotional than ever. We're talking arenas, new music, and fans screaming from Manila all the way to Vancouver. Let's break down everything you need to know about SB19's Simula at Wakas World Tour. SB19 is kicking off their world tour on May 31st, 2025. And they're starting with a bang at the Philippine Arena. And if you know anything about venues, you know this one's a beast. It's not just big, it's the biggest indoor arena in the world with a seating capacity of over 50,000. That alone tells you how massive this comeback is. SB19 isn't playing around. They're setting the tone from day one. This tour is bold, powerful, and built for the global stage. And the reason behind it? Their latest EP, Simula at Wakas. It translates to beginning and end. And honestly, it couldn't be more fitting. This isn't just another collection of songs. It's the final chapter in a three-part musical journey that started with Pagsibol back in 2021 when they first told the world, "Hey, we're here!" Then came Pagtatag in 2023, which showed their growth, their hustle, and their grit. And now, Simula at Wakas, the closing statement. It's reflective, emotional, and a little bit raw. You can feel the weight of everything they've been through in every lyric, every beat, every harmony. But they didn't just release this music to stream, it was made to be experienced live. Which is why this world tour means so much more. It's their way of connecting the dots, tying the past to the present, and bringing fans into that story, city by city, stage by stage. So what exactly makes Simula at Wakas hit so hard? Now speaking of the music, let's talk about Simula at Wakas, the heart and soul of this entire tour. The EP officially dropped in April 2025. And let me tell you, it hasn't stopped buzzing since. Within days, the lead single DAM shot straight to #1 on the Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart. That's huge. It's not just chart success, it's proof that SB19's impact is global. They're not just trending in the Philippines anymore. They're right up there with the biggest names in world music. But beyond the numbers, this EP hits differently. Simula at Wakas isn't one-dimensional. It's a roller coaster of sound. There's upbeat pop, intense hip-hop verses, heartfelt ballads, and even some experimental layers that show how far they've come musically. Each track feels intentional. You can tell they poured everything into this, every lyric, every harmony, every arrangement. It's reflective, it's bold, and it captures both who SB19 is now and who they've always been at their core. And the lyrics? Man, the lyrics cut deep. They talk about their journey, not just the wins, but the doubts, the sacrifices, and the growth. You hear the pain of their struggles, the pride in their progress, and the hope for whatever's coming next. It's the kind of project that makes you stop and listen, not just dance along. It's storytelling wrapped in melody. Which brings us to the next big moment, how they're turning all of this into a live experience. Because let's be honest, listening to Simula at Wakas on your phone is one thing, but seeing it performed live in cities across the globe, that's where the magic really happens. So where exactly are they going? Let's dive into the tour stops. After lighting up the Philippine Arena, SB19 isn't slowing down, they're taking Simula at Wakas Global. First international stop? Taipei on June 29th. That's the start of a massive multi-city journey. That'll have them crisscrossing continents and stages. From there, they're heading to the US and Canada, and they're not skipping the big ones. We're talking San Francisco, Los Angeles, Toronto, Calgary, and Vancouver. These are cities with huge 18 communities, and the energy? It's guaranteed to be electric. Every venue is expected to be packed, not just with Filipinos living abroad, but with fans from all walks of life who've been following SB19's rise from afar. And it doesn't stop there. In August, they'll make a special stop in Hawaii, which is going to be a moment in itself. Think of SB19, beach vibes, sunset stages, and fans screaming under palm trees. Plus, they're heading to Singapore, a place that's always welcomed them with love and sold-out shows. And if past concerts are anything to go by, that Singapore crowd is going to be loud. But here's what makes this world tour special. These aren't just pop-up events or festival appearances. These are full-blown solo concerts, custom stage setups, live vocals, tight choreography, brand new visuals, and moments built for the fans. We're talking about emotional speeches, surprise performances, and yeah, probably more than a few tears, both on stage and in the crowd. Because for many fans, This isn't just a concert. It's a celebration of growth, connection, and coming full circle with a group they've supported through every chapter. And speaking of full circle, there's something deeper going on here. This isn't just a tour for fun, it's symbolic. Let's get into what this journey really means for SB19 and for every 18 who's been part of the ride. But here's the thing, this tour isn't just about the lights, the music, or even the crazy fan chants. Simula at Wakas literally means beginning and end, and that title says it all. It's a reflection of everything SB19 has been through, the early days when no one knew their name, the viral moments that put them on the map, the overwhelming pressure to prove themselves, and the unwavering support from fans that kept them going through it all. This tour is personal. It's not just a concert, it's closure. It marks the end of a trilogy that started with Pagsibol, bloomed through Pagtatag, and now finds a mature emotional resolution in Simula at Wakas. It's them looking back at how far they've come, while also hinting that something new might be just around the corner. That kind of storytelling through music, through performance, it hits different. For longtime 18s, this isn't just another comeback. It's emotional. It's like watching your best friends graduate. You're proud, you're happy, but there's a bittersweet feeling too. And for newer fans, honestly, there couldn't be a better time to jump in. You're getting the full SB19 experience, raw, polished, emotional, and powerful, all in one tour. So where does this all lead? What happens after the tour? That's the big question on everyone's mind. Because even though Simula at Waka sounds like the end of something, it might actually be the start of something even bigger. See, SB19 has never just been about the music. From the start, they've carried the flag for Ppop, breaking barriers and showing the world that Filipino artists belong on global stages. With Simula at Wakas, they're closing the door on one chapter, but they're doing it on their own terms. This isn't a goodbye. It's a powerful pause, a moment to reflect before they level up again. According to what they've shared in interviews and through their music, this project has been deeply personal. It's them telling their full story, the origin, the struggles, the wins, and the transformation. And like any great story, once the first arc ends, the next one begins. Whether it's new music, solo projects, bigger international collaborations, or even venturing into new creative spaces like film or production, SB19 is setting the stage for evolution. Pablo said it himself during the press tour. Simula at Wakas is about their growth, not just as artists, but as people. That kind of self-awareness? That's the mindset of a group that's here for the long haul. They're not chasing trends, they're building a legacy. So yeah, this world tour might be the final bow for the trilogy, but for SB19 as a group, it looks more like a new horizon. One with even more potential, more reach, and more stories to tell. And if the past few years have shown us anything, it's that you never want to underestimate what these 5 can do next. So buckle up, 18, because the end they're singing about might just be the best kind of beginning. So yeah, SB19 is not just going on tour. They're making history again. Whether you're catching them in LA, waving your light stick in Singapore, or watching live streams from your bedroom, one thing's for sure. This is a moment you won't want to miss. Hit that like button if you're proud of SB19, and drop your city in the comments. Who knows, they might add more tour dates. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on their tour and everything SB19.